Hi, I'm Heather Quinn. I am the chair of the WEILC, and I will be your yoga instructor today. We're going to just start off with something called shaking the tree, and this is a Tai Chi way of releasing tension from the body. So we're going to do a little bit of shaking of the tree before we get started today, and we'll talk about what we're doing today in this process. So we're going to do something called 12-minute yoga. It's yoga that gets done in approximately 12 minutes. It'll take us a little bit longer just because of the transitions today. But when you get good at this, you can do it every day in 12 minutes. Now, doing this in 12 minutes a day is really important because this set of poses has been shown to reverse the signs of osteoporosis and osteopenia. So very important for a lot of the attendees of the WEILC. And we want you to be healthy and think that this practice could help you. Now, you don't need to memorize it. There's a list of the poses in the program book that you can use. Keep bouncing. And so we're going to do today's practice seated. So you'll see I have my chair right here. We're going to do the first pose standing, and then we'll sit down from there. I also have some other props. I have a strap that's on the floor. You can't see it right now, and a block. So the block is really just for putting my feet on when we get there because I'm so short. So we just do a little bit more bouncing. Okay, and let's prepare to start our practice today. So we'll bring ourselves down to a seated position, and I'm going to just grab my block here to place my feet on it, and you'll see my strap at this point. So we're going to start off with a tree pose. And I know I think I probably said we do it standing, but we can do it seated as well. So that was my timer. So what we want to do for our first tree pose is just take that right leg and open up the knee. You can do this standing, holding onto the back of your chair if you'd like. Because this is an osteoporosis practice, we do like to sit up straight. So most of the time we'll be either sitting up straight or rolling the shoulders down and back and opening up the chest. And we'll switch sides. So now going to the other side for a tree, opening up that left knee. And just allow the inner leg to soften. And we'll release that tree pose. We're moving into triangle next. So we'll bring that right leg out, and we're just going to reach down towards that right foot with the right hand and raise the left. And then we'll come back up and switch out the feet, sliding this left hand down towards the left foot and then raising the right hand. And then we'll come back up. We're switching into warrior two. So let's have that left leg out straight. We'll have the arms up at shoulder height. Now we're always careful in chair yoga. While this might seem like it's easier than standing yoga, the problem is that we don't have the weight and the balance part of yoga and standing poses, right? So one of the things that we're missing is the signal in our body that tells us, oh, we have stretched too far. So without the weight of our torso on our legs, you can really stretch your legs, which can be nice. And let's switch to the other side. It can be nice, but you could also pull a muscle. And I will tell you, the last muscle I've pulled was from chair yoga. So you can go way too far, even just in your seat. So we're always careful because we want to do yoga tomorrow. And then we're going to switch the legs again. We're going to start off in that warrior two again, but we're moving into extended side angle pose. So if you can, we place the right forearm on the thigh and the left arm overhead. And let's switch sides. So coming back into that warrior two with the right leg straight, we're going to bring the left forearm across the thigh and the right arm overhead. So this music is a special album from an artist named Fred Westra, W-E-S-T-R-A. He is a Hungarian artist and composer, and he is much beloved within the yoga community because he does a lot of royalty-free music. So we use him in a lot of our classes. And this is a special album that he made me for this purpose. And now we'll come back up. We're going to go into a revolved triangle. So we bring that leg out, the right leg out, like we're going back into our triangle, but instead we rotate, bring the right hand down. And then if you can, the left arm up. Or you can, quite frankly, leave it on the hip, whichever works for you. And then we'll come back up, we'll release the twist and switch the feet out. So left leg is out long, and then we rotate the trunk, bringing that right hand down and left hand up or on the hip, always your choice. And now we'll come up. We're going to go into 4 different back bends. So we're going to do 30 seconds each with our transition time. This first one, we're going to lean back, and we're just going to lift the chin and the chest up lightly. We've got 4 of these, so we can do more energetic versions of this in the coming moments. But let's start easy. And then we'll come back up. We'll just rest for a moment. And if you want to repeat exactly what we just did. Okay, let's lean back and open up that chest again. So this practice, 12-minute yoga, is a scientifically proven method for decreasing the symptoms of osteoporosis and osteopenia. It does this in part because of the uneven forces that yoga has on our hips when we're doing our poses. But the other part is all of these back bends. It helps you strengthen the muscles in your back. I'm just going to rest for a moment. It helps you strengthen the muscles in the back so that we can bring the shoulders down and back. So that way we don't get that dowager's hump. Now, Going into the third one, we have our hands behind us holding onto the back of the chair if you want. And now we're lifting up the chest to the chin a little bit more if you want. You can always go back and do a third round of what we just did. But yeah, so we're feeling those shoulder blades press together. We're feeling the chest open up, and this helps counteract the desire or the biomechanical function, and let's release again, to slump forward. So we don't want to do that, and probably all of us are computer workers, so we always need to go against that. Okay, and here it is, our final fourth round of the back bends. And we'll release. I'm going to grab my strap off the ground, and we're going to do 2 hamstring stretches, starting with grabbing this right foot and bringing it out in front of us. So I have kind of a fancy strap. It's got all these loops in it. It allows me to hold on in different spots of the strap. You can use a belt or a scarf. One thing we definitely want to do, though, is keep the head up over the hips. We don't want to lean forward, because that might exacerbate the curve that sends the torso forward that we don't want to do. So think about keeping that chest up and opening up the shoulders, and we release. That's the first side of that stretch. Let's do the left side. And we'll release. You can do that same stretch over again, so coming up, or if you want, moving this leg over to the right. We'll release this leg, and we're going to switch sides. So once again, you can do another round with the foot in front, or if you want to rotate it off to the left this time, feel free to. And now we'll release that leg, we'll release the strap. We're going to go into a twist to the right. So we sit up straight and then twist. And notice I'm just placing my hands. The hands are there to help serve a structural purpose, to help reinforce the spine to stay up. So for many years we believed with osteoporosis and osteopenia that twisting the spine was harmful, and it turns out that is incorrect. What is actually harmful is twisting too much. So pushing through kind of your natural rotation. And we'll switch sides. Now we're twisting to the left. Going past our natural level of rotation. And then if you do that, you can actually hurt the vertebrae. But if you simply twist within your normal range of motions, you stretch the muscles and you strengthen the vertebrae. So it's always that matter of degrees. We never want to go beyond our abilities. We'll release. Now the next round, you can cross your legs if you'd like to, or cross with the ankle on top of the knee, and then we twist to the right again. This is one of my favorite stretches. You can do it in meetings and people don't realize you're doing yoga. And we'll switch sides. So now we're crossing with the left over or the left ankle on top of the right knee, and then we twist to the left. And then we'll release the twist, bringing both feet down to the ground, or maybe you're using a block or a book like I am. And we'll close our eyes and relax. The final pose of 12-minute yoga is a minute of meditation. And if you don't know what to do while you meditate, you can always try to touch into your senses. So, what are you feeling? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? And it can be as simple as, I feel the chair hold up my body. I hear the sounds of the music in the room. If your eyes are open, maybe I see the computer. Whatever works for you. We'll bring our hands up to heart center, connecting our thumbs to our sternum, sitting up straight. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you, and that means namaste. Have a good day, ILC. I'll see you with yoga again tomorrow. We'll do a standing and laying version of this practice tomorrow if you are interested. Otherwise, you can repeat this one. But see you around.